It's not that easy. You can't cut corners. If it was that easy, everybody would be doing it. There would be no need for experts. There'd be no need for social success gurus, motivation gurus. Communication is the most, it is an art. It truly is an art to be effective. And the communication means the communication on all levels, which begins with the body language, which begins with the package, with the presentation, which begins with the pose, the appearance. Now, if you have a genetic advantage, then your genetic endowments that put you at advantage in your appearance. If you have a malocclusion like me, see, here's your malocclusion, it hurts to smile. You see the difference? And with the malocclusion, that destroys the smile. For example, your teeth are not white. That's why performers cap their teeth at a very tremendous expense. If you're bald-headed, like me, you're going to have an issue. If you're short and you look fat and dumpy like me, and you have a moon face like me, you're going to have problems with the communication. You're going to have problems with just initial acceptance when you come in the ballpark. Eric Byrne wrote a book, What Do You Say After You Say Hello? The problem is not that, it's prior to that. How do you say hello in a way that sets up what is going to happen after you say hello, the aftermath? How do you sustain it? How do you go from one good impression to another good impression? How do you maintain the quality of the contact and build on it? Very difficult. And again, like I brought up before in my other talks, how do you sustain or come out of the hot genital strivings? And by hot genital strivings, I mean the sexuality, the libido, whatever you want to call it. How do you sustain that throughout? The energy, the enthusiasm, the excitement, the tensions. This has to be looked at entirely with the right model of approach. My model is keep the tensions on, keep the stressors on, put them on as tight and as hard as possible in order to duplicate in theory, in thinking, planning, strategizing, what you're going to expect to encounter in the real world. Don't compare yourself from anybody else. Don't compare to anybody else, because your experience, and particularly if you're a short, small, dumpy, fat, ugly old guy like me with a moon face, Humpty Dumpty's head, you're going to experience something a lot different, 5 times as hard, 10 times as hard as your TDH. You better be ready for it. That's why you have to be better prepared for him. That's why you have to be more alert. That's why you have to be able to do your Sherlock Holmes deductive analysis. Everything depends on that. After the facts, that's why you better know how to assess the facts. That's why you better know how to work with the cold, hard reality of the facts that keep impinging themselves on. You can't get away from that. And they keep changing. You can't hold them still. You don't hold them in your hand because they're fluid. And your behaviors, your actions, your body language has to be consistent with the fluidity of the facts. Opportunities come in small denouements if you're a small, short, ugly man like me. And you'd better sense the ember and know how to blow on it and try to keep it going and build on it. If you're the snail, you're crawling slowly in the naked light of day where anybody can stomp on you to get to your goal. It's as difficult as that. It's never been said before, but I'm saying it right here and right now. I'm calling attention to the problem right here and right now, as clearly, as emphatically, and as urgently as possible in my presentations on YouTube. It's that important. It's that vital. I don't know anybody else that presents it, talks about this material in the way that I do.